Good morning. Welcome, folks, to another edition of the First Family of Las Vegas' Daily Free Winner Show, brought to you by the best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, Sports Memo. Before I bring out today's guests, and we've got an all-star panel today, and give out free winners for today's cards. Guys, you may notice Dionne is not here. Apparently, the kid still got it. I wore her out last night. Just kidding. I couldn't help myself, guys. I'm sorry. She's just taking a day off. She will be back tomorrow. I know you guys miss her, but you never know what to expect when I am unsupervised. But I would like to tell everybody, my friends, tune in later today to Full Count, the MLB Sports Betting Show, live, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be hosting. Joining me today, the body himself, Jesse Shule, and Mr. Kabang, Ronald Kabang. So tune into that before you make any of your baseball decisions. Also, you'll see it scrolling off the bottom of your screen, the entire show. Sports Memo is offering one of the biggest discounts I've ever seen them offer, and they're unrivaled when it comes to customer appreciation. 40 days, all sports inclusive, any capper that's less than $5 a day. That's right, $199 any capper for the next 40 days. And if you have a package going on right now, no need to be concerned. It'll start right after this package ends. So you'll get that 40 days for less than $5 a day. Take advantage of that. Guys, you should take advantage of it with some of today's panel because we have an all-star cast. Let's bring everybody on. We've got Mr. Pavlos Lagueretos, who is the Greek god of soccer, the Philly fanatic himself, Kevin Thomas, and the bookmaking buster himself, Don Buster. Happy Wednesday, everybody. How's everybody doing today?
Great.
Happy Wednesday.
Good.
It's a great day. You know, I do miss Dionne today, but, you know, she needed a day off. So it's just us guys in here. We could get away with some stuff that she would never let us get away with if she was here, guys. So we could run around with scissors and do stuff like that without her here. But without any further ado, we've got free winners in baseball. We've got free winners in hockey. We've got free winners in soccer. So without any further ado, let's go to our first guest. He has been busting books in multiple sports for years at Sports Memo. And guys, he's got a big NHL winner for you today, but he's going to tell you what he's excited about, maybe on the premium side before he gives you out his free play. Mr. Don Buster. Don.
Thanks again for having me on Wednesday here, Joe. And we have good hockey play going today. As you said, that package, $199 for 30 days, and you get 10 days free. So you have 40 days for $199. All our sports, everything that we do. We had a great week in golf last week. We made 20% for our clients. We're number one in the last 30 days at Sports Memo. Really, really having a good, actually, last 2 months or so. So go over, grab that package. And as I always say, you'll be glad you did. So, Joe, the last 2 weeks on this show, we gave out our best bets our client best bets in hockey. And the last 2 weeks, we've won on this show. So, as they say, if it's not broke, might as well do it again. So we're giving out one of our client best bet hockey plays. And that game is Edmonton minus 120 in regulation time. As a lot of people know that watch me on Puck Time, I will never lay big money, big odds like 190, 200 in any sports, NBA, MLB. Just don't do it. Just don't lay the big numbers. Basically, we're more low favor and underdog bettors. So we're going to go the regulation way here. Because the full game line is like 200. And again, we don't do that. This game's do or die for Edmonton. They lose the first game at a big minus 200. So people that are laying that, they're already down 3 games basically. So Edmonton actually took a very rare home loss. Even with that home loss, they're still 16-5 at home their last 21 games. And another thing that was rare about that first game 1 of the series, Los Angeles, they have real trouble in Edmonton. And even with that win, they still have only won 3 times in their last 12 games in Edmonton. Just see Edmonton coming out here. Like I say, it's do or die. We've been playing an angle in game 2 of series, like especially NHL, but we've even done an NBA. You saw last night, game 2 with a team that have lost game 1, the home team. Well, Memphis and Boston both win to tie up that series. That's exactly what I expect Edmonton to do tonight. I think they get the jump on them and they win this one in regulation. So give us Edmonton minus 120 in regulation.
Sports fans, he's been busting books all season long on the ice. This is Don Buster says the Oilers in regulation. He's made a believer out of me. I know he's made a believer out of you. Take advantage of those great discounts. Follow Don. Guys, he is a leaderboard fixture in quite a few different sports. I know he does stuff in golf, ice, hockey, basketball, baseball. He's all over the place, and he is a leaderboard fixture. So follow him. We're going to go from one leaderboard fixture to another. He might be the best-looking guy I know. He is the Philly fanatic. Guys, he is killing it, man, and he's going to tell you what he's excited about over on the premium side. Then he's going to give you another free winner because he is killing it right now, Mr. Kevin Thomas. Kevin.
Well, great to be here, Joe. And like Suzuki of the Cubs, I'm batting second. And statistically, they're saying the number 2 batter is the best hitter because they get the more bats, and there's usually a guy on base when they come up. So I love this honor here. I was 2-0 yesterday. We got a rain out on the Guardians game, and I think I'm 7-2 or 7-3 last 3 days. So I'm heating up. I know last month I started off red hot and then ended the month on a bad note. So I'm starting off good. This going again, and today you get my trifecta, which is my top bet in basketball, hockey, and my dog of the day in MLB. Just like Don said, you're never going to see a high money line here. I like to look for the dogs or close to 100 as possible. So let's get you right to that free winner. I know I'm wearing the Phillies hat. You know I'm a Phillies fan. These Phillies, though, the errors are building up. And yesterday, the big loss to the Rangers, people are saying 2 errors didn't help. No, they didn't help. But you got Zach Wheeler on the mound today, and he actually looked pretty good his last start. I think he made it 6 innings and 7 strikeouts. So we're gonna think, it's against the Rockies. I'm not sure. This Rangers lineup, though, they're actually pretty good. And Martin Perez starts for them, and his last 2 starts were horrible. But his last 2 starts were actually good. His first 2 starts of the season were horrible. His last 2 were pretty good. And the guys that hit against him for the Phillies are Segura, Beatty, Real Mutu. Harper has struggled against him mightily, and Nick Castellanos, who is out for paternity leave, is the only guy that is at 5 at-bats, 4 hits against him. So he's out, and I'm going to go ahead and take the 1.5 here for a minus 135 with the Rangers. If you're bold and brave there, you might want to take the Rangers money line. I would take the 1.5 because it's going to go to the bullpen. I think this might be like a 1-1 game going into the 7th inning.
KT, Kevin Thomas, guys, he's on fire. He just told you 7-3 the last few days. He is kicking butt and taking names, and he knows the Philly team. So if he's going to tell you to take the other side, take it to the bank. I love it, Kevin. You are the best, man. We're going to go right now to every time he's on the show, and he does 4 or 5 shows a week with us, but he's still recuperating from his birthday. He turned 21 the other day. We love him. Just kidding about it. He had a great birthday. He took a few days off. We missed him. I know you guys missed him. We call him the Greek god of soccer. He's the best I've ever seen. Mr. Pavlos Laguretos. Pavlos, take it away.
Guys, I indeed took some time off because it was a heavy weekend, but it was really great in terms of betting. I went 3-1 on Monday. Yesterday, not so much. We conceded a couple of goals in the stoppage time, just robbed us of a clean sweep in the Copa Libertadores. I actually have a Copa Libertadores 3-pack up for tonight. I have a best bet in the MLS match between Toronto and Cincinnati also up for tonight. I have a 10-unit EPL play of the week and a 5-unit midweek big move. So there is a lot of plays right now at my page, but let me travel with you guys to France for a Friday match between Lille and Monaco, which I found there's very good value in backing Monaco on the money line here, plus 100. Lille, they're kind of a dumpster fire this season. I mean, they won the title last season, but this season has been really bad for them. They're now sitting at the middle of the standings. They lost by a disappointing 3-0 to Troyes last week, and they missed every chance to make it inside the top 5 spots and claim a ticket to the European competitions next season. So it was just a terrible performance. They had 2 red cards, and now these players are not going to play in this match, and they're both key players in the midfield and the offense, and they have just 1 win in the last 6, so they have 3 losses and 2 draws. Well, Monaco, they've been in the opposite side of things. They are in totally different forms. They've won 7 in a row. They've scored 2+ goals in 6 of those. kept 3 clean sheets. They beat the PSG, who are by far the best team. So they're in a very, very good form, and they found that good form in the most crucial part of the season. With just 3 more matches to go, Monaco are sitting at the 4th spot with 62 points. They have just as many points as Rennes above them, and both teams have 3 points fewer than Marseille. So those top 3 spots, they lead to the Champions League next season, while the 4th spot, where Monaco are now, that leads to the Europa League. So there is a big money advantage when you go to the Europa League and the exposure for the club. So Monaco are going to keep on fighting. They still have 3 matches left, and they can take advantage of Lille's deflation at this point of the season. So I'm going to take Monaco on the money line plus 100.
Sports fans, the Greek god of soccer, Pavlos Lagueretos, says Monaco on the money line. And Pavlos, every time you come on and you break down a game or a few games here on the First Family Show, I leave a little bit smarter. I don't know a lot about soccer or betting soccer. I know that when you and I first were introduced and we started doing shows together, because you're so bright and you got great angles with soccer, I started betting. I don't think I lost a single bet that I put out yet that you gave me. But since every time he comes on this show, I am the better for it. I am the wiser for it. I don't know. The extent of what I know about Monaco is the fact that I like Princess Stephanie more than Princess Caroline. That's all I can tell you. But Pavlos, you are great. Another great analysis. We appreciate you. And guys,
can I say
Pavlos,
one final word? Last Friday, I gave 2 picks. The main pick was some kind of over in an Italian match. That didn't hit, but I also gave out plus 270 on a scorer, and that hit. So, I might not always win, but when you see those secondary bets, it means that I've done the research. So, plus 270 last Friday was, even better. So,
Pavlos, what I know, the rest of our panelists know, what I know, what a lot of people out there know, but maybe some do not know, is, we always want a positive winning percentage, but it's not about wins and losses. It's about ROI. I know Kevin and Donald also agree with you. Just to use an extreme, I'd rather go 1-10, but make more money than I lose. Yeah. Just as an extreme, guys. I mean, it's always about how much money you put in your pocket. This should be enjoyable for you, should be entertaining, but it's always been more entertaining, more enjoyable for me when I'm making money. So I can drop a unit, but as long as I'm making more money, my job is done for the day. And when you follow someone like Pavlos, you're going to do that. Now, guys, if you guys will all come back in a minute, but adjust your headsets, adjust your volumes, because I'm excited about today's free play. I'm going to give out my free play, then I'm going to run down the games again. Kevin, Pavlos, and Donald, be right back, sports fans. My friends, I lost a big game last night in the NBA. I don't like it, but it's part of the business. It hasn't happened too often this NBA season, and it certainly does not happen on consecutive days. I have 3 big winners in 2 sports for you today. I have my NBA Slam Dunk. They are 9-2 the last 11 this season. I have my MLB 16-5 high roller and my MLB 17-4 triple play. I will sweep the board today. So I'm offering all 3 big Wednesday winners for one low price. You can buy them individually. That's fine. Go over to Sports Memo, get them right now. They're posted. They've been up. Or get all 3. This is my way of saying I crapped the bet yesterday, but I'm gonna sweep the board today. Get all 3 for just $20. But I'm telling you right now, the last few times I told you that I'm gonna sweep the board, I told you, make a disclaimer, go buy a broom first. And each time I tell you I'm gonna sweep the board, I sweep the board. I feel strongly about today's matchup. I'm going to go 3-0. Don't wait till tomorrow and kick yourself in the butt. Jump on these today, but bring a damn broom because Joe D is sweeping. Let's go into today's free winner, my friends. Sports friends, baseball is about streaks. And right now, no team, I repeat, no team is streaking as well as the New York Yankees. New York has won 11 straight, including games 1 and 2 of this series with Toronto. As a matter of fact, they won last night's matchup, giving DJ LeMahieu off and Joey Gallo missed his 3rd straight game, and they still beat the Blue Jays 9-1 like they stole something. The Bronx Bombers, they are back. They are bombing the ball, guys. I'm going to tell you right now, they rank number 1, leading both leagues in home runs. They lead both leagues in runs scored, and they're ranked 4th overall in team batting average. That's not so much of a surprise, guys, because every year they have a very dangerous lineup. What is surprising is they currently possess the majors' number 2 ranked pitching staff, a team ERA of 2.62. Their starters are doing well. Their relievers are doing outstanding, my friends. The Toronto Blue Jays are a very good team, and currently they sit in 2nd in the AL East. But, guys, they're having trouble at the plate. 3-4 their last 7 games overall, and in 6 of those last 7, they scored 3 runs or less. Their offense is not producing. My friends, when you face a lineup like that of the Yankees, your offense must produce. Doesn't matter what the pitching is doing. Your offense must produce, and they are not. Tonight, we got Cortez and Kikuchi. Cortez is looking much sharper as of this point. And as long as he's getting run support, there's no reason why the Yankees don't take another game from the Blue Jays and further distance themselves from the rest of the AL East. These little town Blues, if I can make it in New York, I can make it anywhere. New York, minus $1.40 is a bargain. Take it to the bank. Let's bring the rest of our crew on. We're going to run down some games. We got some announcements. I see Kevin backstage laughing. I always make Kevin laugh. Guys, what you don't see is when I go to a single shot, I see everybody else in the what we call the waiting room when you're doing videos. And I always got Kevin laughing. I love Kevin. Kevin, I know you agree with me about this. I know you do. The Yankees are playing good. I do feel, Don, Pavlos, Kevin, that I think I don't put all my stock in trends or streaks, but I do put some stock in it, and I do put a little more in baseball than I do the other major sports. If a team's running hot, I like to play them. If they're running cold, I like to go against them, or at least I raise an eyebrow to keep an eye on that game and look a little more in depth at it. Sports fans, before we run down today's free plays, tune in later today to Full Count, the MLB Sports Betting Show live. 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be hosting, joining me, the body himself, Jesse Shule. And you may know him from his top 10 hit, Shebang, Ronald Kabang. He's all over leaderboards. So tune in to that before you make any of your baseball decisions. And go to the Sports Memo Twitter and YouTube pages. I want you to know they have the best collection of cappers anywhere on the planet. We put up a ton of free content. All right, you go to the YouTube page. We do the First Family Show 5 days a week. We do the baseball show 5 days a week. Our good buddy John Ryan, who is the hardest working man. He's the James Brown of sports betting. He does a ton of content. Ross Benjamin's doing content. Go over there, follow him. Also, follow Sports Memo's Twitter page. I told you, a lot of free stuff goes up there. You get some great columns. Eric Pauly writes some great stuff. You get futures, but also you get a lot of stuff from guys like Pavlos, Don, Kevin. They put up a lot of free content, a lot of angles, trends, whatever. And also, follow guys like Pavlos, follow guys like Kevin, Don Buster, and even myself. I'm at Joe D'Amico Wins. I know these guys who are very busy. While farmers are fast asleep in their beds, guys like Kevin, Pavlos, and Don and myself are up and working. You know why? Because we want to win for ourselves and for everybody that puts their trust in us like you. So follow these guys. They will take time out of their busy days. You hit them up in a DM. Hey, even if I pooped the bed like I did yesterday, said, Joe, you pooped the bed. I'll be right there. I will answer you back. Follow these guys. They are accessible. Now, let me run down the free plays to today. The bookie buster himself, Don, who did you have today?
I have the Edmonton Oilers in regulation minus 120.
The good-looking son of a gun, KT. Kevin, who'd you have?
Rangers plus 1.5 over my Phillies minus 135.
The Greek god of soccer who needed I wish I was at his birthday party because he needed 5 days to recuperate. Pavlos, who did you have?
I have Monaco on the money line plus 100.
And Joe D, your sexy and savory host, says, take New York all the way to bank minus $1.40. My friends, once again, that huge discount you see scrolling across the bottom of your screen. 40 days, all sports, any capper, or as many cappers as you want. $5 a day. That's right, $1.99 any capper, 40 days. Tune in this week to the First Family Show. Dionne will be back tomorrow. I'll be supervised. So listen, I'll be on my best behavior tomorrow. I promise. She's down the hall. I know she hears me. And I'm going to catch a beating as soon as I get off the air. I'm trying to prolong the show a little bit so I can avoid that beating. But sports fans, she'll be back tomorrow. I miss her. I know you guys do too, especially that winning streak she's on. She's something like 30-5, the last 35 free plays between the First Family and Baseball Show. She's killing it. She'll be back tomorrow. So, my friends, on behalf of Sports Memo, Don, Kevin, Pavlos, and me, this is Joe D'Amico. Good luck and have a winning day.